ladies, I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and today we are making a lovely, lightweight, pumpable, super moisturizing watermelon mint hand and body lotion. With this lotion, I decided to do two things that I feel like I haven't done in a while. Thing number one, I made it pump top friendly, so you can see it just comes out really easily. It's not like really runny or anything, but it's thin enough that it's pump top bottle compatible, which I know is something I've been getting a lot of questions about, so that's thing one. And thing two is I've kept this more on the natural side of things, so I'm using a natural emulsifying wax, Ritamulse SCG, which has a really gorgeous powdery finish that I really like in lotions. I also included some daikon seed extract as a dimethicone alternative. This is an ingredient that Ariane from Le Fille de la Mer and Cheryl from Miss Doyle's Soapery sort of turned me onto, and I'm really enjoying playing around with it. The watermelon element comes from some watermelon seed oil as the primary carrier oil in our oil phase, and the peppermint note comes from some peppermint hydrosol included in the water phase. There are two ingredients in this formulation that aren't strictly natural, so we have the mica. Depending on what the mica you use is colored with, it may or may not be considered natural, so take a look at the ingredient list on your mica if that's important to you. And the other is just a touch of a synthetic watermelon fragrance, which I find goes with the mint hydrosol really beautifully for something sort of fruity and fresh. But if you don't want to use it, you can just replace it with a bit more distilled water and have a more minty scented lotion without that fruity note. For more information on this formulation, please make sure you are reading the blog post linked in the description box below. There you'll find links to places to buy all of the ingredients, a discount code for the watermelon seed oil, information on substitutions, scaling, shelf life, and a whole lot more. But come on, let's get started. We'll begin by combining the ingredients for our heated water phase in a small heat-resistant glass measuring cup. So you're going to need 43.2 grams distilled water, 30 grams peppermint hydrosol, and 5 grams sodium lactate. For the oil phase, we'll need 5 grams Ritamulse SCG, 10 grams watermelon seed oil, 2 grams cetyl alcohol, and 3 grams daikon seed extract. And just a reminder, if you need substitutions, please read the blog post linked in the description box below. Our next step is weighing the water phase and noting the weight so we can top it back up after we heat it up. To heat everything through, I'll be using a water bath. So this is a wide, flat-bottomed saute pan that has about 1 inch or 3 centimeters of water in the bottom of it. I'm going to pop both of the phases in here and go put this on the stovetop over medium heat for about half an hour until everything is melted through and come to the same temperature. Once everything is heated through, you can remove your water bath from the heat and then remove the measuring cups from the water bath. Before we proceed, we're going to top off the water phase, so we'll pop that back on the scale and then add enough preheated distilled water to bring that weight number back up to what it was before heating. Up next, we're going to take our immersion blender and blend the lotion up for a few minutes. You're going to want to make sure you're starting with a few short bursts before working up to a full blend so you don't spray hot lotion everywhere. Alright, so that was about 3 minutes of blending, and this is coming along nicely. Already gained some lovely viscosity and is looking all kinds of beautiful. It's still really hot though, so we are going to leave this to cool for a while and then come back and blend it some more. Alright, so it's been about 10 minutes. I can come in here and give this another good blending. Alright, so that was about 2 minutes of blending, and you can see that this has gotten all kinds of gorgeous and thick and lovely. So I'm just going to scrape out our blender here. So how gorgeous is that? We are done with blending for now, but it's still a little warm to be incorporating our cool down phase. So we're going to set this aside, and while we wait for it to fully cool, we will weigh out our cool down phase. So there are just 4 ingredients in our cool down phase. We're going to need 1.1 grams of Optiphen Plus. This is our preservative. 0.5 grams of a pink mica of choice. This is blushed pink from Humblebee. 0.1 grams of vitamin E and 0.1 grams of a watermelon fragrance oil. And for alternatives and substitutions, again, please make sure you are reading the blog post linked in the description box below. Once the lotion has fully cooled, we can incorporate our cool down phase. So we are going to take a scoop of this big batch of lotion and drop that in our cool down phase and whisk to combine. And so you will notice a pretty big shift in viscosity. I find it does get noticeably thinner. That's from the preservative, and that's okay. I've accounted for that loss in viscosity in the formulation. So we're gonna transfer that it back into the parent batch and then stir to thoroughly combine. Once the mixture is gorgeous and uniform, we are ready to package it up. For packaging, I'm going to be using this 4-ounce or 120 milliliter bottle with a pump top cap. To fill the bottle, we will pop a funnel in there and then off we go. And there we go. So we just made a gorgeous watermelon mint lotion. It pumps out really beautifully, very pump bottle friendly, and has a really gorgeous, lightweight, super spreadable consistency on the skin. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and please make sure you are reading the partner blog post linked in the description box below, or just go to humblebeeandme.com and search for watermelon mint lotion. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.